times when nothing else matters but you, only you.
AITP is here today in Los Angeles, sunny Los Angeles, with Electra Barakos. Welcome, welcome, good to have you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Well, my parents, both of them are full-blooded Greek. My dad is actually a musician himself. He's a bass player.
In what band, by the way?
In what band? This band called Electra.
All right, we'll get to that. I'm sure that's an interesting story.
Yeah, that's another topic there. So, long story short, before I was born, before my brother and I actually were born, my father got a job offer to come here to the States. So he came to pursue the American dream and follow music, and he actually went to MIT too, Musicians Institute, and then ended up just staying in LA. And throughout the years, my brother and I both were born, and then around when I was 8 years old, he got another offer to go play for a Greek celebrity artist in Greece, and then we all just moved back to Greece.
Mom, musical?
Mom is just a hardcore fan.
Yeah, well, that's fun, that's great. So all you guys moved back, you were 8 years old.
I was 8 years old when we moved back to Greece, and then I ended up attending a musical high school, actually, performing arts high school over there. And my dad worked with tons of Greek celebrities, all the famous artists in Greece. He toured all over the world. So when I graduated high school, I decided to move back to the States and continue music studies here. And I went and studied classical opera, actually. And I went to California State University of Northridge and graduated with my bachelor's degree in opera.
Okay.
There are these times when I can see my life really clear, so clear.
There's another person in the family. My grandmother, my dad's mom, whose name is Electra, and that's how I got my name. It's not my stage name, it's my real birth name.
That. How cool is that?
Yes, I got lucky with that.
Right.
But my grandmother is a piano player, and she, my father obviously influenced me to start taking piano lessons. So when I moved to Greece, I did take some piano lessons with my grandmother, and then I continued piano. I mean, it's a very standard, basic, rich instrument that most people get their hands on if they are involved with music. So that's how it went. I was not one of those prodigy little girls, you know, that you see today on all these talent shows, and there's some 6-year-olds and 7-year-olds that are amazing singers, and you're like, okay, it's something is in them. They were born like that. I was not that type of person, but I just had this love and passion. When I was 8, when I moved to Greece, immediately I wanted to get involved in something, and we actually found this children's choir that belonged to the Greek national television station in Greece called Athens. And this choir was involved in a lot of activities, and they would perform many places in many very high prestigious venues and events. So I was lucky to get involved in that choir, and I was in that for, oh my gosh, a long time. I mean, till I was like 13 or 14. Or 15, I think, actually. I was involved in that choir. Had amazing opportunities, performed at like I said, amazing venues. The most famous ancient theater in Greece called the Pidavros. We performed there. We performed for the president of Greece.
Wow. And how old were you when you performed for the president?
You know,
do you remember roughly? think?
I probably was about like 10, 11 or something like that.
Did you realize, wow, I'm performing for the president?
Actually, oh yeah, I mean, it was a big deal.
Yeah.
It was definitely a big deal.
Sure.
And then another big moment was when I got chosen from the whole choir to actually be a solo singer for a Christmas event that happened, and we were accompanied by a 70-piece orchestra, one of the biggest orchestras in Greece. Also, it was a televised show. It was a Christmas event, basically.
Your hands in the air, make the whole world stare. Gonna wage this right like tomorrow's not there. Throw your hands in the air, shake like you don't care. Gonna live this night like tomorrow's not there.
The stage is my home. The stage is, I'm a different person on stage. Something just comes out. I'm this energy, ball of energy.
Uh-huh.
Is that right? Is that how I said it? It's a ball of energy on stage. I love connecting with the audience. I love when the audience actually knows the songs and sings along.
Right.
I try to put on a good show because mainly, what I do, and if I can only continue doing it if I have the support of my fans. And they are seriously the most important element of the music business. And for me, it's like every show that I perform at is basically a huge thank you to all of these people who come out and support me. And for me, I have to basically make sure that they're there and they're having a great time. And I'm putting in 100% of myself and the whole band, and because we're there for them. Well, I grew up listening
That's what I was going to ask you. So
tons of different things.
Okay.
My father was playing Toto. I was listening to
legendary band.
Right. I was listening to Celine Dion.
Okay. One of the best singers out there.
Yes, he was playing with Greek artists. So like my musical background in regards to what my ears were hearing when I was growing up is very diverse.
That's fantastic. That's excellent.
So when I graduated high school, not high school, I'm sorry, when I got my bachelor's degree, throughout my studies, I always loved pop music and rock music, but I was more leaning towards pop music.
Okay.
And I would, at the same time, get some private voice lessons, training that part of my voice as well. So upon graduation, and moving forward in life, I wanted to record some pop songs. So I teamed up with Highland Church, guitar player who actually plays guitar for me right now. And he started writing for me, and we started kind of writing together. So then we recorded our EP, and it just kind of happened.
Give me my vices. There is no turning back. So if you're with me, live this day like it's your last.
That is an experience. Okay, so my band consists of Highland Church on the guitar, my father Yanni Barakos on the bass, and my boyfriend actually, Dan Welby on the drums. I keep it very close,
It's a real family affair. It's great.
Exactly. That's how you keep your musicians around for a long time.
Exactly.
You don't keep changing musicians, you know?
I know.
Anyways, my dad being in the band, my dad is an awesome bass player. First of all, let's put that out. He's an amazing bass player. I wouldn't want any other bass player in the band. Working with my dad can be challenging because he's my dad.
Yes.
So there's an interesting kind of vibe, I should say.
Yeah,
you know, especially I think it's actually worse for the rest of the band than it is for him and I. Because for him and I, we just kind of get each other and that's it, and we'll fight and there won't be a problem, and everybody else just kind of like, what's going on right now? Do we get involved? Do we not get involved?
He's always here.
Exactly. And And then, you know, on my side, you know, it's kind of, I can't really make dirty jokes around him or anything, just because, not that he cares. I get embarrassed, but he doesn't care. He's like a crazy rocker, long hair, polishes his nails.
We love it.
Dyes his hair pink, has a pink little thingy in the front. But it's fun. And the coolest part is that I know he's always there, and I know that he is looking out for my best interest.
Right.
And he's there to support me at all times, and I know that if we're on stage, I can turn back and it's my dad, you know. There's nothing more special about that.
No, it's great.
Throw your hands in the air, shake like you don't care. Gonna live this night like tomorrow's not there. Keep your hands in the air, make the whole world stare. Gonna rage this right like tomorrow. I'm not a problem child or a misfit for abuse. I'm not a wild child or a sorry excuse.
Well, we had an EP out called Problem Child, for which we actually did a music video as well, which is on YouTube and had lots of success. But obviously we need to come out with a debut full album.
Right.
So after finally writing songs over the years and deciding that this is a good bunch that we would like to put on a record and give it to the public, I decided to do a Kickstarter campaign.
Oh, excellent.
And with 271 people, I believe, I think that is the number. We had 271 backers pledge for our campaign.
Excellent.
And which basically funded our album, which was produced, engineered, and mixed by Mike Plotnikoff, who's produced Hailstorm, Buck Cherry, Kelly Clarkson, just a number of people. And the album is not released yet. The 2 singles have been released. Tomorrow's Not There and These Times, for which we also have the music videos up on YouTube as well.
Throw your hands in the air, shake like you don't care. Gonna live this night like tomorrow's not there. Keep your hands in the air, make the whole world stare. Gonna rage this right like tomorrow's not there. Don't mind what
After I got the money,
Right. Of course.
I knew that now is finally I had the chance to actually work with somebody who has a name in the industry, and I'm a fan of their work. I basically Googled, and I came across band Hailstorm, and realized that Howard Benson, very famous producer, is attached to that band. And I was like, oh, okay, let me get in contact with these people. So I did, and actually Howard referred me to Mike.
There you go.
And Mike and Howard have been working together. Mike has worked on Howard's records for the last 5 years. So he's basically Howard's right-hand man. So
how great is that? You're a fan of these bands, you reached out, you did the search, you kind of did it on your own, and you got to a great producer, Mike.
It's amazing. And it was the best studio experience I have ever had in my life. I always dreaded studio before that. It was something I just never really enjoyed until Mike.
gotta feel your body and let the energy flow. Bring out your fire. I wanna make it's 5 o'clock and counting, and I just wanna feel alright. Give me my vices. There is no turning back.
Well,
How to come about?
I always wanted to open the doors somehow in Greece in regards to the music industry there, because I never really had the chance to, as an adult, to actually do that. I graduated, left, came here, and that was it. So this is the second season of The Voice. When the first season happened, I thought to myself, it'd be kind of cool, actually. It would be a great way to kind of jump in to that industry without having to start from the beginning and just be, working at the clubs there and actually move there and live there. So for me, I was like, okay, this would be a great opportunity. Long story short, I submitted, they were interested. I flew there in October, did a private audition, a meeting with the producers. They liked me, they confirmed that who they saw online was the same person. And then in December, flew back and did the blind auditions, got picked, Now we passed the battles, and now I'm flying back for the 4th time to Greece to continue on the live shows.
Excellent. Good luck. That's fantastic.
Yeah, thank you.
And how, are you kind of enjoying that? Has it kind of been fun?
Oh yeah, I mean it's been very fun. It's been an extremely exciting time. Very different from anything I've ever done in my life before. A different kind of excitement and a different kind of stress. I don't have control, so that's different. You know, with my own career here, I have pure control of what I'm going to sing, how am I going to portray myself, what I'm going to do. And there it's literally, they pick your songs, they give you everything, and you just have to go and work and do the best you can do so you can put the best picture of yourself out there. The traveling has been extremely interesting. I've never, for the last 14 years that I've been here, I've never traveled to Greece this much. The trip, this 16, 17-hour flight, I'm actually used to it. Weird, but I'm used to it. At this point, it's not that bad anymore.
Okay, great.
Kind of looking forward to sitting there and watching 10 movies in a row.
Yeah, I get it.
Till we get there. And, you know, what is it? Food on the plane is suddenly the most exciting part.
Yeah, I know. So good, that's great.
But yeah, I mean, it's great. I'm very grateful, very blessed to be on this, to be experiencing something like this. Not a lot of people get to do this, and I get to do it at my home, at my hometown in Greece, and be with my people.
It's fun. It's kind of a great experience.
Yeah.
Bring out your fire. I want a little taste. And now that you're with me, don't let a second go to waste. Throw your hands in the air, shake like you don't care. Gonna live this night like tomorrow's not there. Keep your hands in the air, make the whole world stare. Gonna wage this right like tomorrow's not there.
Oh, great. Well, it's great to meet you, and
Yes.
good luck. And
thank you very much. Thank you so much for having me.
It's our pleasure.
And yeah, thank
See
you.
you again soon.
I would hope so.
Great. Thanks.
Thank you.